Right now, you are surrounded by more people than any human in history ever was. Your phone has hundreds of contacts. Your city has millions of faces. Your feed refreshes every 3 seconds with proof that other humans exist. And yet, something in your chest feels like a room with no one in it. That feeling has a name, but the name is almost too small for what it actually is. Because loneliness is not just an emotion, it is a biological alarm system. And right now, it is going off inside more human bodies than at any other point in recorded history. Here is what nobody tells you. Loneliness does not care how many people are around you. It is not measuring crowd size. It is measuring something far older. And once you understand what it is actually measuring, you will never think about connection the same way again. In 2015, researcher Julianne Holt-Lunstad analyzed data from over 3 million people across 148 studies. The conclusion was not subtle. Social isolation increases the risk of early death by 26%. Loneliness increases it by 29%. Being chronically lonely is roughly as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Not 15 a week. 15 a day? That is not a metaphor. That is a measured biological reality. So why would something as invisible as loneliness have the same killing power as a pack of cigarettes? To answer that, you have to go back, way back to a world where being alone was not a social problem. It was a survival problem. Your ancestors did not survive as individuals. For roughly 2 million years, humans lived in tight bands of 20 to 150 people. These groups were not optional. They were the only reason anyone ate, the only reason anyone slept safely. Being separated from your group was not awkward. It was a death sentence. Your brain learned this across thousands of generations. The brains that treated isolation as dangerous survived. The brains that shrugged at it did not. The brain you are carrying right now was built to treat loneliness as a threat to your life. Because for almost all of human history, it was. Neuroscientist John Cacioppo called loneliness a signal, not a disease. A signal. The same way physical pain signals tissue damage, loneliness signals social damage. It is your nervous system screaming at you to reconnect before the predators notice you are alone. When your brain detects loneliness, it goes into threat mode. Cortisol rises. Your immune system shifts into an inflammatory state optimized for healing wounds, not for long-term health. Your sleep becomes lighter and more vigilant. The alarm is going off, but there is no predator. There is just an apartment and a phone and a nervous system that cannot tell the difference between being alone in 10,000 BC and being alone in your city today. Researchers at Brigham Young University found that the inflammatory proteins rising during chronic loneliness are the same ones linked to cardiovascular disease and accelerated cellular aging. Your body is not just feeling alone. Your body is aging faster because of it, and it is everywhere. In 2018, the United Kingdom appointed a minister for loneliness, a government minister whose entire job is loneliness. A Cigna survey found that 61% of Americans reported feeling lonely. That was before the years that made everything worse. We are more connected by every technological standard than any humans who ever lived. And we are lonelier by almost every psychological standard than humans have been in generations. Those two facts are not a coincidence, they are cause and effect. The connection your brain was built for is not digital. It is not a notification or a message thread you can exit at any time. Your nervous system is scanning for physical presence, shared space, eye contact, the sound of a breathing body in the same room. A screen cannot send those signals, not because the technology is bad, but because your 2-million-year-old nervous system does not have the hardware to read them. Cacioppo spent his final years studying recovery from loneliness. What he found was not complicated. Small moments of genuine physical presence, repeated consistently, dial the alarm down. Not grand gestures, not a full social calendar. Small moments. A conversation that goes slightly longer than it needed to. A walk taken with someone instead of alone. A meal shared in the same room. The alarm can be turned down. Your nervous system is not broken. It is doing exactly what it was built to do. It is scanning for the group. It is waiting for evidence that you are not alone in the dark. Right now, you are surrounded by more people than any human in history ever was. The question your nervous system is asking, the one it has been asking for 2 million years, is not how many. It is how close.